A storm is brewing in Dallas, and it's not the kind that rolls in from the Texas plains. It's an internal explosion, loud, sudden, and potentially season-defining. Offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer has reportedly erupted behind closed doors over what sources are calling a total breakdown of discipline and execution involving none other than tight end Jake Ferguson. And the message from Schottenheimer, captured by a frustrated insider, couldn't have been more direct. He's done. This bombshell revelation has sent shockwaves through Cowboys Nation, raising questions about Ferguson's future, team chemistry, and just how deep the crisis goes inside a franchise that's been teetering on the edge of expectation and collapse. The timing of this blow-up could not be worse. With the 2025 season hanging in the balance and Dallas struggling to establish consistent offensive rhythm, tensions have reportedly reached a boiling point between coaching staff and several players, particularly Ferguson. A young, promising tight end, once seen as a critical piece in Dallas's evolving offense, Ferguson now finds himself squarely in the crosshairs of his offensive coordinator and potentially on the outs. So what exactly happened? According to sources within the organization, the tipping point came during a recent practice session. Ferguson, who has struggled with route precision and dropped balls in the last few games, reportedly blew an assignment that led to a botched red zone drill. The offense stalled. Tempers flared, and Schottenheimer, known for his normally calm and analytical demeanor, snapped. "Enough is enough," he reportedly shouted, slamming his playsheet and pointing directly at Ferguson. "He's done." Those 3 words echoed across the Cowboys facility, and within hours, the incident was already being whispered among team personnel. While the Cowboys have yet to publicly address the situation, multiple insiders confirmed that tensions have been escalating for weeks behind closed doors. Ferguson's recent on-field performances have been underwhelming. After a breakout campaign last season that made fans believe he could be the long-term replacement for Dalton Schultz, 2025 has not gone as planned. He's dropped key passes in high-pressure moments, missed critical blocking assignments, and has drawn the ire of both fans and coaches for what some are calling a lack of urgency. This most recent outburst by Schottenheimer may be the most visible sign that things behind the scenes are worse than anyone imagined. One team source described the relationship between Schottenheimer and Ferguson as beyond repair. "He was patient for weeks," the source said of Schottenheimer. "He tried everything tough love one-on-one sessions, simplifying the playbook for him. But Ferguson just didn't respond. And after last practice, that was it. He lost it. Completely." Now, what does this mean for Ferguson? While he's still officially on the roster and participated in walkthroughs the day after the outburst, his role appears to be in serious jeopardy. According to insiders, the Cowboys are weighing their options, which could include benching him entirely, trading him before the mid-season deadline, or even cutting ties altogether if his performance doesn't improve immediately. Adding to the intrigue is the emergence of Peyton Hendershot and rookie Jaheim Bell, both of whom have shown promise in practice and are now reportedly getting more first-team reps. The message from the coaching staff is clear. The team is moving on with or without Ferguson. Head coach Mike McCarthy, while not addressing the incident directly, seemed to hint at the unrest during a post-practice media availability. "Everyone has to be accountable," McCarthy said. "We've got a standard here, and that standard applies to everybody from our Pro Bowlers to our special teams guys to our tight ends. You've got to bring it every day." But the firestorm goes deeper than just one player or one coach. It's indicative of a broader issue simmering within the Cowboys' locker room. Players have described the current environment as tense, with a few even calling it toxic. The pressure to win, especially after another postseason letdown last year, is mounting, and it's beginning to fracture relationships. Dak Prescott, who has leaned on Ferguson as a reliable safety valve in the past, has noticeably looked away from him in recent games. Instead, he's favored deep shots to CeeDee Lamb or checkdowns to Pollard and backup tight ends. Analysts who study Prescott's eye movement on tape confirm the shift. Trust, they say, is eroding. Cowboys legend Michael Irvin weighed in on the developing drama during a national sports broadcast. "This is what happens when leadership is unclear," Irvin said. "You need your veterans to step up, your stars to produce, and your coaches to hold people accountable." If Schottenheimer's saying he's done, then the front office better listen. Because if you don't clean this up now, it festers. And festering turns into losing. And make no mistake, the Cowboys cannot afford to lose, not in this division, not with this payroll, not with Jerry Jones watching every move like a hawk. Jones, who has not commented publicly on the Schottenheimer-Ferguson rift, is believed to be involved in internal discussions. A longtime supporter of Ferguson, he praised the young tight end as one of the smartest guys in the room during last year's training camp. Jones now faces a difficult decision. Does he back his offensive coordinator's judgment or protect his investment in Ferguson's development? Either way, the fallout is already beginning. Social media has erupted with reactions. Fans are divided, some defending Ferguson as a young player going through a slump, others demanding he be benched or traded immediately. Hashtags like #DoneWithFerg and ShottySnaps trended briefly on X following the incident's leak. Sports radio in Dallas has had a field day, with callers chiming in to dissect every word and speculate on what it means for the team's Super Bowl hopes. One caller summed up the frustration. "If the coaches are blowing up in June, what's going to happen when we get punched in the mouth in November?" Great question. The coming weeks will be crucial. The Cowboys must not only resolve this internal turmoil, but also regain their footing in a season that still has enormous potential. The schedule only gets tougher, and with the NFC East as competitive as ever, Dallas can't afford a distracted locker room. Expect Brian Schottenheimer to continue asserting his authority. Sources say he's already taken more control of offensive meetings and has demanded accountability at every position group. Whether this will galvanize the team or create more fractures remains to be seen.